Good morning, I'm Aziff Azuddin. It's the 13th of August and you're watching Morning Headlines. All newspapers are carrying the same exact story on their front pages. The sacking of the Selangor Excos, which of course comprise of PKR and DAP members only. Malay Mail's one is quite catchy, all out war. Khalid sacks 6. You're fired. PKR, DAP in hot soup. Things are heating up in the State Assembly. And Metro doesn't cover it much. Now, following Khalid Ibrahim's return from the palace and also receiving consent from the Sultan of Selangor, he sent out termination letters quite late in yesterday evening, sacking effectively 6 excos from both DAP and PKR. Now, the basis of these letters, according to Lim Guan Eng anyway, it was because of the show of non-support towards Khalid Ibrahim and of course both PKR and DAP showing non-support to him in removing him and replacing him as Wan Azizah. But what's most interesting out of this is the legal matters. Is this valid? Because yesterday at the press conference held by both PKR and DAP, they said that there's no legal basis behind it and that the letters did not directly come from the Sultan because only the Sultan has the power to remove the excos, at least under advice of the MB anyway. So Khalid Ibrahim, has he gone rogue? And the bigger question here is what will happen to Selangor? Is the Selangor state held under Pakatan in tatters? But more importantly is PAS's position, because PAS, having backed Khalid Ibrahim, 4 of the excos were not sacked, mind you. And what's interesting here is the position that there is murmurs that they might join the fold of UMNO in order to form the majority. But then again, with the politics and with the dynamics shifting like crazy for the past few days, we can never really tell. And of course, PKR and DAP yesterday have called out to PAS to stand in solidarity, but the question is, will PAS do it? That's all about this messy Selangor politics. But on other news, we have MH17, which is a small story carried by News Times right down here. So right now, we've identified 16 Malaysians out of the 43 bodies found in the Ukraine crash site. So these bodies are still being investigated. More of them are going to be returned soon as the due process goes on. And surprisingly, today Malay Mail runs an expose on the front page, surprisingly implicating the State Secretary of Kedah. Now, a man up in Kedah, Datuk Wira Muhammad Puat, apparently has awarded road maintenance contracts to 3 different contractors, which each of them costing over 900,000 ringgit. Now, that's a lot of money. But I think the main problem here is that MECC has also found out that one of these contractors is also working on renovation on his brother-in-law's house. So that is kind of a breach of trust, and there is question of corruption there. Now, of course, Malay Mail has called him up, and in response to the report, apparently in the report also written in the newspaper, he has said that he has regretted talking to Malay Mail and hopes he doesn't publish his report or else he will sue them. So Malay Mail, whether or not they're going to be sued, we're going to find out, I guess, by end of this week. Either way, it's good journalism, I guess. It's also worth noting that the Kedah State Secretary will retire in November. Now, of course, not forgetting that yesterday was the passing of comedian actor Robin Williams, who died of exhaustion. I mean, it's a great loss, a person who has given us a lot of laughter to the world, a lot of great works of art at least, and he's touched pretty much the lives of everyone. So in commemoration to him, I will quote my favorite movie, and I want you guys to guess which movie this is from. Oh Captain, my Captain. Well, we all know what movie that's from. And my word of the day today is tatters. So is the Selangor state government in tatters? Will UMNO step into the void and fill up these empty spaces? What now for the rogue MB Khalid Ibrahim, PKR and DAP, where they're moving forward, and the tattering of all these problems? Selangor, where are we heading to now? And that's all I have for you this morning in Morning Headlines. I'm Aziff Azuddin for BFM 89.9.